All right, thanks, Rob. Well, it's back to school, and this year's seniors are looking back on a high school career really unlike any other. The pandemic started when they were freshmen, meaning this is almost the first normal year that they've had since middle school. I actually talked with two students that say COVID is really having a big impact on the application process for college.
AP Lang. I mean, my AP test went so bad for AP Lang. But
Olivia and Liam are walking these halls for the first time as seniors.
I'm involved in student council. I've been doing that for a whole year.
I run cross country in the fall, basketball in the winter.
I am the senior class president this year.
I'm a golfer in the spring.
Both involved with just about every extracurricular in the book at Rockford High School, and they both have high hopes for their final year. But also, top of mind,
U of M, one of them, big school, Grand Valley, Western.
My two big ones are Michigan and Michigan State.
where they'll be going to college. It's an exciting time for both, but also a daunting task to get rolling on their applications.
So kind of a little nervous.
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking.
Their 4-year experience different than most graduating classes. COVID, of course, sending them home for the better of 2 years and also interrupting their normal learning process.
Online is definitely hard to focus and pay attention, and it was just sitting in your room for hours. It was definitely a struggle.
And now, this pandemic playing a role in how seniors apply for college. Kristen Fawson, founder of Launch College Consulting, has seen the effects firsthand COVID is now having on college applications. Many schools are now test optional, meaning you don't have to submit an SAT or an ACT score to apply. It's good for students who aren't good at test taking, but not so good for those who are. Kristen says just take it anyway, and the chance you score better than what the school typically takes. And for students who didn't score well, it puts more pressure on the essay portion.
Write about something that isn't heavily covered somewhere else already in your application. So if you were really involved in theater, you might not want to write specifically about theater in your essay because they already know that about you. They can see that in your application.
And maybe learning from home took a hit on your grades. Well, Kristen says use the essay portion to explain that.
You don't want to just say, oh, it was COVID and that was hard. Explain what you learned about yourself, how you've moved forward, how things have changed, especially if you have an increase in grade trends since then. That's something that colleges also look for.
For Liam and Olivia, senior year bound to be busy. Kristen says best do the work now so you don't get bogged with essays while also taking exams in the height of your senior year.
If I go to Michigan, I'll probably go in blind, but if I go to Michigan State, I've got some friends that want to go there too. So
These two have their sights set on big things after high school and are well on their way, whether it's U of M or maybe somewhere else.
yeah, my sister went there, and like some of my other family members, my cousin went there, and then.
So it's time for someone to go somewhere else.
Coming from a Spartan. Both schools are good options, but Fawson says just to make sure to make college visits and to campuses rather. When students are there, parents and seniors often take their breaks or go on weekends, but it doesn't give them a true sense of what campus is really like. So students go when they're in class for that.